30 days rant challenge. Kudos to the lady that spoke up about what's really happening in this country. I can be here complaining the same way, talking about the politicians are bad, the police are bad, the military is bad, this one is corrupt. It's like everybody knows that. If you don't know that, maybe you are living under the rock. But I like solutions, and without analyzing a problem, you can't find the solution. So let me first analyze the problem. First is people need to have class consciousness. What is class consciousness? You should know where you fall in the society, so that you don't just go around jumping around thinking you are part of them, you are part of the rich, you are part of the poor. So I've labeled it into 6 categories. We have the high class, the middle high, the middle class, the lower middle, lower class, and survivor. So come out. If you want to know where you fall, come outside. Let me show you. The high class, if you have 100 million and above naira, I want to do it in figures of naira because it's based on your environment. So if you are living somewhere in Lagos, it's different from someone staying in the village. But at the end of it, I'm trying to get something that can be reflective of the whole Nigerian. So 100 million naira, the middle higher class is 75 million, middle class 35, lower class 18 million, lower class less than a million, and the survivor, those ones do hand to mouth. Now, this is not what you saved up, because if it's what you saved up, that means, of course, you spend money every day, whether you like it or not. You have to eat, you have to wear clothes, you have to do basic things, pay rent. This is yearly income. So if you don't make up to that a year, know where you fall. So when you know where you fall, you understand what's going on. All our politicians fall under the high class, and most people that are online fall around middle class, lower middle, and lower class. If you are in survival mode, it's going to be hard for you to even be online. And I can tell you, the game these people are playing is to push enough people into survival mode. Because if you are in survival mode, if election comes, if they give you 10,000 naira that will feed you for like a week, you will do what they want. It's like a simple game. It's not rocket science. It's simple. It's like saying you want to eat now. You are looking at the face of the person you want to beg money from when you are hungry. When you are at the survival mode, your integrity, the likes, they're out of the window. Now, what's happening is that people in the middle class, most of them are online. That's where you see some people on Twitter, on TikTok, when they see people collecting 10,000, collecting 5,000 to vote, they'll be like, who mama be this, who papa be this, you people are an embarrassment, you are this. Forgetting that because you are not making enough money doesn't mean that there are people that are not making less than you that are in the survival mode, which is the aim of the whole politics itself. They are playing now is to push enough people into survival mode so you can make bad decisions. So even some of those decisions are not decisions they made on their own. These are decisions that are based on survival. So blaming them is like silliness to me. You can't blame people when you hear people, if not me, if not you are in survival mode, maybe you've not eaten 2 days, or you begged like a week or 2 months, someone has been giving you maybe 500 to just find yourself something to eat in this economy. You'll be begging around. You are now wearing somewhere that they will pay you 10,000 naira. If they won't tell you to vote to kill yourself, you might vote that at least I'll eat before I die. That's the reality of it. And these people in survival mode are seeing other people enjoy life while they are just like street dogs, taking anything they can into their mouth. They are not online. If you think you are part of those survivors, you are not. You are not. If you check around you, if you live in rural areas, check around you, you will know those who are in that area. I'm not trying to downplay them. I'm trying to bring awareness to their situation. So most people have been in the survival mode for a while, and people have ignored them. But when the issues of the country starts meeting the middle class, the lower middle, those who are online, that's when you see so much noise about what is happening, like increase in fuel. You think someone that is in survival mode is thinking about fuel? He's trying to even survive where he is. He's not even thinking of transport. Maybe he goes out of his environment maybe once a year, maybe a festive period, going here around this area, he walk all around. It's because people are not paying attention. We are so engulfed with our own immediate problem, engulfed with our own issues, so we don't focus on them. It's not that we don't care about them. There's this theory I know that, for example, if you want to buy a car and maybe you are going for a Corolla, or Corolla is common, let's say a Renault vehicle, immediately you know you are going for that Renault vehicle, you'll be seeing the Renault vehicle all around. It's not because the Renault vehicles were not there before, so because we are not paying attention. It's the same way most people are not paying attention to people. You see people in the money begging you for money. Bros, you see people that, it's not that they feel like begging, although there are some people that use it for business. That aside, I mean people that are truly in that class of survivor. They are not doing it because they lack integrity or lack ego. No, it's because they have to survive. So what is really happening is that the politicians have found out that we are not class conscious. We are not. So they are trying to push people into survival mode because they know at that survival mode they can do and undo. That's the issue. But the noise we are hearing around is because the middle class, the lower middle class, are moving down into survival mode. And they are seeing it clearly. They are seeing it because you can see the basic things you could afford are disappearing. So that's why there's so much noise. I know people talk about Fela as being a prophet. No. It was because he was closer to people that were in survival mode. They were coming to his places in Kalakuta to come and eat. He could see it. That's why he was singing about it. But the middle class and the lower middle class were still good. They could afford food, they could do basic things. So his message felt like noise. His message felt like, what's wrong with this man that is smoking marijuana up and down? But he was telling them what he was seeing. He went to the prisons. He saw people in prisons. He saw people that were not guilty in prisons. I'm sure of that. That's one of the reasons why listen to his music, you will know that where is he getting this information from? And nothing has changed. It's still the same way. Still the same thing happening. People are in survival mode and people are being pushed down into survival mode. Now, knowing that, let's move on to what the issues are. The people in the middle class want those people in survival mode to join them, you understand, to go out and protest against this government. Now, if you're on the other side of the coin, maybe you're on the government side, what do you think they learned from NSAS? They learned that people in the middle class were aggrieved about the issues of what was happening, meaning SARS was disturbing them. SARS was harassing people with cars. So they started shouting that what was happening because they could make noise. So they gathered themselves, joined themselves with people in the survival mode. They came out to protest. The protest was going so loud that the people in power knew what was going on. So just to avoid that occurrence, they knew that the only way they can detach themselves is to erase the middle class. If the middle class don't exist, no one is going to come out to protest, because if you are higher than the middle class, you have enough to be afraid of. Meaning you have a car, you have a family that you feed, you send them to school, you have a business, maybe you have a company you work. You now leave all that to go and that explains Fela's song, I know one die, I know one. So you have something to hold you away from protesting, but you want those people in survival mode to come with you to do that. They are ready to do that, but they see you enjoying life and they can't just wake up in the morning and say, okay, they want to sacrifice for you. And that's what we are calling for. We are calling for the people in survival mode to sacrifice for we that are in the middle class. And it's impossible. Let me give you a glimpse of what I'm explaining. When the protest was going, you will notice most of the outlets, I was at Ikeja, the one on the island, they started giving out food. Why do you think they were giving out food? It's because they were giving the people in the survival mode fuel to come back every time. Because they know that if they feed these people, this place will be filled up. So if they were not giving them food, they knew that their safety was shaky, in the sense that people in survival mode will do things that are not logical just to survive. But when they know that they are coming there every day, some eat 2 square meals where they in their house normally they couldn't eat. I saw people posting themselves carrying takeaway Although, as I said, people that are posting themselves are not in. If you have phone, you have internet, you are not in that survival mode. You might be in the lower class, you understand, but you are mismanaging your funds. That's why you are in the survival mode. That aside, now it's simple. The way people in the survival mode can only listen and adhere to what people in the middle class are trying to tell them, because one, we are more informed. Most of us are more educated. We have phones, we know what's going on. The only way they can follow us is if they know that we will take care of them, and the truth is we are not ready to take care of them. So when we come for protest, you see everybody online shouting, let's go and protest, let's go and protest. When you call, you see people don't go there, because they are beginning to know that you people just want to use them to fill up places, to count as numbers, so they won't follow you. That's one of the things that I know.